Good morning, good morning. Who had a good night's sleep? Who didn't? Who's ready for today? Do the twist. I am reading Fate and Fortune magazine this morning. So, and I read you only a little bit out of it. Found two short things. Good morning, Dave. Good morning, Scotty. Loads of healing sent to those that need it this morning. How is everybody? I hope you're all as well. Afternoon, Tracy. Morning, Katie. Talk to yourself. I do talk to myself. I have to when nobody's on. Morning, Anne, my lovely lady. How are you all? I hope everybody is well this morning. So I've had my coffee, so I've come round a little bit. But I'm reading this. I don't know if dog's chewed it. Look what she's done. She's chewed my magazine this morning. Can you see it? What she's done, the little bitch. It comes through. It's only just arrived. Evening, after morning, Mick. Morning, Miss Fluff. The Brady Button young. I've got that Friday feeling. Morning, Lisa. What I thought was flu, nope, COVID, so stuck indoors. Oh, Lisa, my lovely. There's a lot of people. It's like there's a lot of people that we're knowing now that are coming down with this COVID. I'd just like to ask, what a young woman. Morning, Rebecca. Oh, sending love and healing to all in chat from our lovely Anne. So what am I on? What am I on? Coffee, caffeine. It's not too bad, to be honest. Do you know, I think a lot of people are getting it, aren't they, Lisa? Like a bad man flu kind of thing. Morning, Penny. Things gone wrong this end. Need some positive. Oh, bless you, my lovely. Sending loads of positivity and healing to you, my sweet lady. Hearts from Rebecca, just a heavy flu. Yeah, that's what I didn't get it as bad as a heavy flu, but a lot of people in house did. But yeah, it does look like that the COVID is doing its rounds again. But then again, we're all back out now, aren't we? And we're all mixing again. We're all doing the hugs. We're not keeping the 6 foot distance between us because yeah, you just don't want that, do you? So it's gone a bit back to normal, hasn't it? So I think we all knew that there were going to be more cases to come, but hopefully everybody's immune system now is ready for this bout coming in. And like I say, it's going to be the new flood bug, the new flood bug, the new flu bug from now on. Morning, Delilah, my lovely. I hope you're well. Good morning, Heather. Morning, Claire. Sending healing to you as well this fine, beautiful, sunshiny day. Anyway, for those of you that don't sleep, I've just had a quick gander through my magazine. They're talking about a fourth. I know they are fourth jab later this year, and then another one next year. Apparently, there's going to be a booster every year now, Scotty. From what I'm picking up. Blame the men. I should exactly. It's menopause. Yeah, just going to drag some from school. Yeah, last week thought it was flu. Oh, bless him. Thing is, if he had it last week, he might. If he's not got it now, do you know what I mean? But yeah, totally understand where you're coming from. Fed up with people sitting on my shoulders in shops. Just turn around and say social distancing, love. Social distancing. Get out of my bubble. Yeah, for boosters. But no, it is horrible, and you don't wish it on anybody. And it's made quite a few ill, but yeah, I think it's going to be the new flu bug for us, isn't it? So I don't know. Hopefully everybody recovers, and quite hastily as well, because we need you. We need you. So for those who don't sleep very well, or like me, have a little bit of who are in need of a little bit of a brain function lift. I'm scared today. Hey, Alaroo. I hope I'll call you Al. Hey Al, I hope you're okay. I was scared today because I was vomiting and feeling dizzy. So I thought I was pregnant, but then remember that my mom told. But then I remembered that my mom told me that I'm a boy. Listen, it doesn't matter what sex you are, and if that's come on to, I don't think you're being offensive in any way, but a little bit offensive to people what you first put. But listen, it don't matter whether you're boy, girl, man, woman. It makes no difference. You're happy in your own skin, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you were born as. If that's your way, my lovely, that's your way, and that's how you feel happy. But it might be easy for you to joke about it now. But obviously, there's still other people out there that may not look at it in your laughing way. I do love the joke, but again, I don't think anybody in chat, it was meant to be anything disrespectful. I think it's just this person is very, very comfortable in their own skin. Follow me on Facebook. I'm upcoming comedian. No, he's not comfy in his own skin. He's a comedian, and I don't want him on here. So how do I do this now? Block user. I think that's disgusting if you're making a joke of it and you're not. I think that's really badass of you. You're not a comedian. You're an arsehole. I do apologise, people. I'm going to ring school and ask them to test him, see if they... Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Morning, you lovely ray of sunshine. Good morning, Joe. Mind you, probably had it last week. Exactly, that's what I'm saying, Lisa. If he had the symptoms last week, you're only contagious, aren't you? When you're only contagious when you've got a temperature. I think that's when you're most contagious. So yeah. Anyway, seeing as though it was rudely interrupted by a so-called dickhead comedian, let's get back on with a rosy night's sleep. So it says if you need more brain activity, this is what you need to do. So I'm going to try it and see if it improves my brain activity. I doubt it very much, but do you know what? It's worth a go. So if you want to give your dreams a boost, consider tucking rosemary under your pillow. It improves brain power and enhances vivid dreams, helping us work with issues while we sleep, making us feel more balanced during the day. If you're learning or have a young people in your family taking exams, try using rosemary to help them. In ancient Greece, scholars would use it as a memory aid. Paired with lavender, it will make you relaxed and receptive to sleep while helping the brain function too. Before bed, place a few sprigs of each in a small pouch, pop under your pillow, take a deep breath in and say, rosemary and lavender, entwined as can be, use your powers to grant rest unto me. Let me go to the world of sleep tonight, allowing my mind tomorrow to be sharp and bright. So if anybody wants that asshole, that reminds me of Meet the Fockers. I've only watched a little bit of that Meet the Fockers, I really don't like people like that take the piss out of other people, but comedians don't have to do that. They can be funny and do it to people that are proper dicks. Do you know what I mean? But no, I don't like that kind of sense of humour. It's not my kind. And did you know we've got a full moon, and a full moon is a mood buster. So get ready for the 16th of May. Get it in your calendar. Love this, Lindsay. I've been struggling with sleep with my pregnancy. Oh, try it, Rebecca. Be careful though, because I don't know whether, just double check with herbs and stuff that they're all right with pregnancy. I haven't had temp, just the flu systems, yeah. But I think majority, when we were looking at it, when we had it, they said that if you got a temperature, that was when you were at your highest for popping it off. So the total lunar eclipse on the 16th of May is a powerful time to let go of any bad habits or negativity in your life. So you're listening. Any bad habits, negativities out. Think regeneration and rebirth, as well as looking at the more hidden and taboo aspects of your life. All you need to do is 10 minutes on the day or the day after the full moon. Sit in a quiet space in a comfortable position and close your eyes. Take 3 deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Imagine yourself flying towards the moon and landing there and looking around. Now visualize a glowing white angelic being walking to meet you. Say, what should I let go of to release my full potential? What does this angelic being tell you? Listen when you learn what it is, an attitude or perhaps a negative person or situation. Visualize what it is and let the image float away. Watch it floating off until it disappears, and then thank the angelic being however feels right. A hug, a kiss, a handshake. Remember that social distancing. Return to your body and take what you have learned. So get ready for that. Make that a note in your diaries, ladies and gents. The 16th of May for a full moon, and it's a mood buster. So remember, when there's a full moon, get your crystals out to recharge them. But you don't need to do them just in night time. You can do it in sunlight as well. It's not just the moon, it's the sun, it's the earth. You can do your crystals whenever you like. So yes. I'll do star signs in a bit. I'm going to do weekly. I don't know whether I'll do weekly star signs, but I'll do star signs from today, what's coming in the book. And I'm not doing the month ones because they're right long, but I'll do the short little itty bitty ones. The moon was large and bright last night. It was stunning. It was stunning. It was still light when we were on his way to church. And John says, "Look at moon." And I thought it was sunshine. And it was just this big round orb of a moon. What does Leo say? So we'll start with Aries. The Chariot. Racing into your life with a vision of victory is the Chariot. Step into the seat, grasp those reins, and close your eyes. You don't need to look where you're going. Your direction is guided by instinct. Be bold, trusting, and unafraid. Taurus, the Queen of Swords. You can seem formidable, so others can miss that you are also very loving, a good listener, friend, and even mentor. You've been through a lot, and your experience informs who you are. Being both tough and caring is your strength. Gemini, Justice. Justice isn't harsh or overbearing. It is overflowing with honesty and fairness. Step back and be your own judge by looking clearly at your life. What helps you and what doesn't? What do you need and what do you want? Cancer. King of Pentacles. Practical and kind. You're steady as an old tree. You give back and the world smiles upon you. You've worked for what you have and you're not afraid to share it, but you can lack understanding of the world beyond reality. Leo, Prince of Cups. I'm a Leo. People recognize you because you are made with style, but few truly know your inner self. Just says subversive and romantic, and you are drawn to secrets and beauty. Reveal more of your true self. Admitting vulnerability is a strength. Virgo, the Hermit. Find space for yourself this month. A world lives with you, and wisdom is there for you in empty rooms and open skies. Don't fear solitude. The knowledge you'll gain will make you a good student or even a good teacher. Libra, Queen of Torches. This card brings authority and strength. Ignore foolish advice this month, Libra, and instead listen to your heart. You are truly a queen and your power comes from within. Be kind to those in need, but perhaps be firm too. Scorpio, the Death card. Even when it's expected, change or loss often sends us to unrecognizable places. But death does not come with ill intent. This card is a candle to guide your way, for there is an unlit path ahead, not dangerous, but simply unseen. Sagittarius, the dream has ended. The universe, the dream has ended, and it's time to wake up. This is not cause for any sadness. In fact, it's the most wonderful gift, because upon awakening, the entire universe is yours to experience. The world is ready for you to join it. Capricorn, the strength. It's time to become master of your inner self. The lion is your gut, the raw reactions, instincts, and fear, fear, the woman in your mind, the knowledge you hold, the dreams you have. To find strength, the two must work in harmony. Morning, Sunblow. Aquarius, you feel, there's the moon card. You feel trapped in the middle of an endless night, all sense of approaching morning lost. Every action takes you deeper within yourself. Myths, fears, wild imaginings. When the light is so deceptive, only intuition can guide you. Pisces, Ace of Torches. This card brings energy of inspiration and revigoration, a bright light bursting forth in the darkness. It's been considering signing up for a new course or studying a new project. Now's the time. So there you go. There are your star signs this morning. I think that's it. So yeah. So what's everybody's plans for today? I don't know what I'm doing today. I found it easier though going live while I'm sat up in bed. So this is my new sacred space. It's a lot easier than sitting in chair in bedroom, because I can have my legs bent upwards and I've got that full support on my back, so I'm not all yeah. So I'm what you saying? You chun out in there. Get in here. Housework. I'm meeting at my son's school. Is it like a parents' evening, Rebecca, my lovely? You're welcome, my lovely Claire. Got to sit and do college work all day. Oh, see how you feel though, Scott. You might need to sleep some of it off. These horoscopes were brought to you by Mystic Lindsay. Hey, cheers, Joe. Eddie, I'll put that on the screen so people can see I haven't said that about myself. I don't want people thinking I'm saying it about myself. Send forms off resorts. Oh, bless you. I hope the school are really good, and you get the support, and he gets the support, especially that he needs. I know Mike's school were amazing. Both schools he went to were absolutely spot on. So yeah. What's your plans, Lindsay? Mine is walking the 4 doggies. Oh, it's a lovely day to go walking, though, Anne. And I've just checked, and it's like this for about a week or so, isn't it? All this sunshine. I'm not going to jinx it, though. But I am going to touch wood. Touch wood. Touch wood. Knock on wood. Knock, knock. So, what am I doing today? Do you know, I don't know what I'm doing today. I haven't a clue. I'm doing my shamanism. If got me teeth. I'm doing my shamanism workshop after here about 10:30. I think I've put it down 10:35 in members. So I'll be reading that. We are on workshop 3, and this one is chapter 7, spiritual work between the worlds. That's what we're on now, on chapter 3. But I'll tell you something, it's such a good book. Yeah, really good book. But I don't know whether to do it on here, or I don't know whether to do it on members. So I'll let you guys decide. I got that book, and it's called Self-Care. Can you remember when I did them tarot cards? And well, they're not tarot cards, but like affirmation cards in the morning. Well, I got the book to go with that, but the book's all about self-care. So I could either do a bit of self-care when I come on in the morning and read like a couple of pages from book each morning, or I can do it over on members if people aren't bothered about it over here. But you know, like in the morning, just come on and do like some pick me up, that self-care that we need. Because I think we do. I think we all need a bit of that self-care coming in. My plans for today are working on my digital portfolio to try and get an online job and resting my bike. Then I kip me things. I'll probably have a kip. I'll probably have my kip later on. But I just done my flower basket outside. The sun will help them grow. It bloody will, Lisa, with weather we've got coming in. Camping tonight in Son's caravan for weekend up in Shoes. Oh, I'm jealous, Anne. I'm jealous. I've just bit my lip. I'm jealous. I am so jealous. I want to go. I want to go away. Keep saying to John, we need a couple of nights away, and it's like it's fitting it all in and getting everything sorted. So I think what we're going to do, I might do it in May, towards end of May. Look at going away. Claire's going to check me a couple of dates out, and see whether they've got any dates at end of May. But yeah. Don't the mornings just seem that little bit brighter when it's sunny first thing? I definitely bloody do. Definitely. I think we could all do with a pick me up in the morning. I think we could, Claire. Hey, Helen, how are you? Definitely, I think we all could do with a boost in the morning. If I ever went camping, I would have to take my double bed. I used to take a blow up bed. Well, I used to take camp beds, but then I bought like one of them big blow up double beddy things. But they're not very comfortable to sleep on for a week, I'll tell you now. I think I'd rather take I'd rather have a lie-low if I couldn't afford camping bed. I would rather take a lie-low for the cheapness, and it's less space anyway. I hope you're well, Helen, this morning, my lovely lady. But yeah, I'd love to go camping. We've got all stuff, excuse me. We've got about 4 tents between us. I've got a big Outwell, Montana tent. That's the 6th birthday, Outwell, Montana. And then we bought all it was big anyway, but then we bought the extensions on the front. So we got, and then another extension up front. So we got different places to sit. I used to take Mike's a lot camping when he was little with Joe and Ash. Not that they come that often. They were like in the teens at that point, so they weren't that bothered about coming with the moms to have an holiday or a walking weekend, as we used to call it. And then we've got as bivvy, which we use for fishing, but it's a walking bivvy because I can't bend down to get in the lower ones. So it's this big dome bivvy. When we go night fishing, all the lads will be like in the little tent with the one bivvy bed. And me and John pull up, and it's like an hour to set. It's just like home from home, because I can't bend when I get inside the tent. So I need one where I can stand. So we haven't done that for ages. I love your window crystals. I think they're absolutely beautiful. I bet they are, with things guiding off them. I said to John, when we start getting house sorted and what we're doing, I'm going to get a load of them in. I think they're beautiful. You have a camp mansion. Then we do. We have a camp mansion. That's what we have. But before we just used to do raw camping. Now I would do electric hookup. I wouldn't do raw. I didn't want just doing. I'd have to have electric hookup with me now. Me old bones at night, and I'd need it to charge me stuff up. As daft as it sounds now, when you go away, because girls will phone me, or my mum will phone me, or whatever. I need to keep your phone charged. It's not like like when you used to go away before. You'd go away and nobody could phone you for a week, so you wouldn't know anything. Which were best. But now we've got that, because we've got that many commitments that we have at home. Even when we go on holiday, you don't get a rest. So what I'm going to do is, when we do go away, I'm going to switch my phone off for, say, switch it off in the morning and put it back at tea time. Did you mispronounce that, Lindsay? Did you mean glamping? Yeah, it'd be glamping. I'll be glamping now, not camping. With my cup. It's on bed. It's there. It were empty. I had spilt note on your side of bed. That was yesterday. It's the side of my bed. I think it is more like glamping now, Claire, that we do. It's not the rawness of the camping. I could still pretend though. I'd still have my like little campfire out front and stuff. Mine's a coffee, John. I'm getting orders for you. But yeah, so I know. See, my bed's higher than his bed at minute, so I use his bed as a shelf. And yesterday I put a cup of coffee on it, and I thought I drank it all. And knowing there's like that little bit in, I put it down. Well, dog jumped on bed and laid next to it, and then I looked down and I thought, oh. So I tried to hide the coffee. Anyway, I had to wipe it up, didn't I? So you can't see it now. probably smell the coffee, but you can't see it. He only changed bedding yesterday or day before. Yesterday, I think he did. Changed bedding or day before, I don't know. So clean bedding, and I chucked coffee all over it. Do you know? Tonight, tarots. I am going to be on late though doing tarots. It's going to be about 11 o'clock. I am looking for others to come on and join. Also, I've been talking to a friend of mine. I'm not going to say who it is yet, but I've been talking to a friend of mine, and what we're going to do is, not yet, but in a couple of, but might be in a month or so. So just everybody have a think about what you want to do. I'm going to put up, morning, Debs, my lovely. I'm going to put a post up, and what I want you to do is, I just want to either put a picture of yourself or a picture of a loved one. That's all I want you to do. It's either yourself or a loved one that's passed. And put that picture up. And then a lady who I know who's very talented is going to come on, and she's going to pick so many. She can't do it all, obviously. But what she's going to do is she's going to comment on the ones that either she feels drawn to. If we get quite a few going, obviously, do you know, if there's only 3 or 4 that do it, then in fact she'll probably do all of you. But I won't be on for Tara's. No worries, Scotty, my lovely. No, you need to get some kit. But that's going to be coming up. So I'm not going to do it on members. It's going to be done on main group. But it's just gonna, it's just gonna be awesome. But like I said, I can't go into too much because we only discussed it yesterday, and like I said, she's got so much on. So yeah, maybe in about a month, 6 weeks, something like that, when things have calmed down, we're gonna do that. So I'll put a post up, and all I'll do is I'll just ask you to put your photo, send it, do a screenshot or whatever, and pop your photos in, and then she'll come through and give you a reading of sorts. So it's going to be really good. It's going to be really interesting as well. So yeah, we're going to do photos first, and then after photos, we might look at putting objects on. So maybe a ring or a bracelet or a necklace or something like that. But the photos will be done first. So it does, doesn't it, Claire? So yeah, it's going to be really good. Lindsay, can I read from a picture? I'm not sure, Anne. I'm hoping that the journey that I'm on now, I'm learning to work with the guides or with the energy that's coming through when I do my tarots. I've just got to trust. Do you know, it's not trusting the spirit, it's trusting myself. I've never tried to read from a picture. I don't know whether to be tempted to let somebody send me a picture and see if I can. Yeah, I've never tried it, so I don't know whether I'm ready yet, Anne, or whether that's going to come within the next few months or whatever. I know where I am with tarots. I know with tarots, and I know it's not me that's doing tarots. Because I can't explain, but when you go into tarots, it's like you're going to a different. It's like you stood back and it's there, if that makes sense. But yeah, I think it is a confidence thing, Joe. I think that's what I'm trying to say. It's that confidence. I'm confident with the tarot. Go on then, Anne. I'll let you. So you send me a photo, and you can be my guinea pig. And yeah, I'll do a meditation before, and I'll do what I do before I do my cards, and then I'll just listen to what comes through. Yeah, tarots, oracles. To the tarots and the oracle cards are exactly the same to me. There is no difference in it. But there is no difference for me. And the reason being, I think, between the tarots and the oracles is the tarots tell a story. So you've got the higher and lower arcana, which and what major and minor cards. Where to me, because I don't read a book. Because I don't read the books, all that makes no sense to me at all. Whether in time again, it's something I will look at learning. I doubt it because I've got no interest in. I'd rather just do it the way I do it because I feel comfortable. But if I want more knowledge, obviously, then I'm gonna have to read up on it. But yeah, but confidence. yeah, private message me, and that'd be lovely. But yeah, I think, like you say, I think confidence is I think we all suffer with confidence at times. And I think sometimes we can is it overcompensate confidence? But then to me, it doesn't suit, when a person's doing that, and you know why they're doing it, because they're just wanting to fit in, which sometimes is, it's a little bit, it's bad when they do that, because when they try to fit in that way, they're not being true to themselves, and you form them opinions, don't you? You should always do it your way, hun, and you are spot on, might I add. Thank you, Joe. um uh, I've got none. I understand. Yeah. Oh, Anne, we all should have confidence. I know, and I don't mean confidence to, but there's got to be something in it, something that you do, Anne, that you do. We are a blink of an eye, and you just go and do it. Do you know? And you be confident in doing that. But I think confidence comes, doesn't it, when we have to push ourselves out of our circles. I think sometimes we sort of like, nobody. Do you know, when you're reading it, you'll hear people say, "Oh, I can't do it because of this. I can't do it because of that." But when you strip it all back, it's yourself. It's us that put those blocks there, and it's us that don't boost his confidence, because nobody likes to hear compliments about themselves, and nobody can give themselves a compliment and take it as do you know what I mean? So I think a lot of it is like, that's where his confidence comes. I mean, for me, don't get my mom is a very, very quiet lady, believe it or not. My mom is really, really quiet. She's total opposite to me. But my mom's a strong lady, but a quiet lady. My nanan, on the other hand, my nanan's very outspoken, very confident. She was sort of like, she was what is it, matriarch at family, my nanan. She still is. She's 54. She's 94, I think, this year. I hope I've got that right, because she'll shout at me if I've insulted her again. She shouted at me last year because I told her she were a year older than. Oh no, I didn't tell her. I said she were 93, and I said to her, "Well, you're 93, aren't you, Nana?" She says, "No, I'm bloody not. I'm 92." And give her a right telling off. So yeah, but yeah, confidence grows, but I think you've just got to. It's difficult, I think, because a lot of people, we've all had his confidence knocked at some point or other. Yeah, so because I'd got that strong, apparently my dad were like I am, and on the mental brain, right, on the mental side as well, on the bubble side, my thingy. My dad will like me as well, or I will like I'm like my dad. So if my dad would have been here, I would have got the confidence from him as well, I think. But my nanan, for me, was the one that was the confident, strong woman in the family, and still is. So yeah, I think sometimes having that can help, but sometimes it can also be a hinder, because she says, say what you think, and then you think, shit, I shouldn't have said that. Surrounding myself with the right people is helping my confidence grow, and so it should. Do you know, again, it's like that though, Joe, isn't it? Oh, sorry, Claire. It's like that though, Claire. Surrounding yourself with positive energies builds your confidence up, because you're getting that positivity in you, so you feel positive. If you're surrounding yourself with negative, you don't feel positive, and you feel very sluggish, very weighted, very, I don't want to get involved, or I don't want to do this, and it's all because it's that build up at negative energy. So you're a strong woman for sure. Oh, thank you, Joe. But you know, even sometimes though, it's like I said, sometimes we all put a front on. Sometimes trouble is, I struggle with putting a front on. I am what I am, and you see me at my pure natural form. You what, love? Do I sound like Simon? I am what I am. But no, I mean, What do I sing? I am what I am. But yeah, it's like there's times even even I, after these times when I just don't want to do anything, and I have to take that deep breath in and suck it all back in and do it. But again, that confidence that you can all put that yeah, that thing they are, but we're all strong. I don't think a lot of people can credit themselves, but if you look back to your earliest memories that you can remember and you look at everything you've gone through in life, you look how strong you actually are, and look at the situations or the things that you've experienced, and all right, you might not have made the right choices at that time, but you got through it. You were strong enough to get through it and you did it, and we're all here where we are today through things that happened in his past that made us stronger. Do you know, it's weird, isn't it? Some days when we don't feel it, but at the end of the day, we are strong. We are strong women, strong men, and I think sometimes though, people who can be really like you said, strong, they put a wall up so they don't allow anybody in. And I think sometimes that barrier, that wall that we all can put up, we need to break it down a little bit, because I think sometimes you've put a wall too high that people can't get through it. Morning, Michelle. Evening, Michelle. Let me know how you get on today, Michelle. But yeah, I think we all have that, like, I don't know, just that little lock off room, but yeah, a bit like that. And some people will turn, if somebody says something to upset them, they'll turn it into a humor, which is okay to turn it into a humor as long as you're not hurt by what they said. But yeah, it's a protection kind of thing. We all have that protection barrier, but I think sometimes we allow it to come too high. I know I have done. I allowed it to come too high, and it took John a while to knock them blocks out. Excuse me, to knock them blocks out. Because I don't think people see the real you when there's, when you've got that wall up, people don't look at you. People look at you, but they don't see you. They see the wall and they see that outer exterior, and they don't see the squashy stuff inside. They just see this, like, maybe hard-faced bitch kind of thing, or this. Do you know what I mean? But when you get through that wall, they're nothing like what they portray. But they've just been hurt that much, and I think they feel that people are going to continuously hurt them. So even when people come into his lives that aren't going to hurt us, that are going to be good friends, it's like you have to that barrier's still up, and that's what people see. And for a long time, that's what I can remember. Pauline, I used to call her mom. I used to go drinking with this lady, and I knew her daughter right well, but I used to drink with Emma. Used to work in America, and Pauline used to drink. I used to go drinking with Pauline, and I used to call Pauline mom. And Pauline used to once said to me, I mean, I were only in my 20s then, and she said, why do you put up your wall and let people see the not real you? She says, because if people saw the real you, and I will, like, bricks over my head because I don't care what people think. And that's true to my word. I don't care what people think. It can hurt me, but it's like in and out, and it's gone, and I've moved on from it, do you know? Because it's just, I think that's just how I've had to, that's what I had to do through life. I couldn't hold it in. I can't hide how I'm feeling. You can see right through me. I've learned to be true to myself and everyone else. That's the best way, Claire. That's exactly where I think that's the point where I got to, after I went to see that counsellor. That was point where I got to. He got me to that point where it didn't matter. Nothing defines me, only myself, if that makes sense. But yeah, it's really strange, isn't it? It's like when you're quiet, the ones you love notice it. Yeah. But the people that matter do, Lindsay. It's very true. Rank doctors had to email them as they are short. Do you know, chuffs? Make sure they get back to you, Michelle. Don't take no shit from them doctors. You get back to them. Phone 101 if you have to, and tell them you can't get an appointment, and let them sort it out. But yeah, it's it's funny. I mean, there's certain people I can be around, and they'll be like, "What's up?" Because they can feel that energy, Dave. You can, if it's somebody that if it's somebody you're used to being around. I mean, John can read me like a book. He probably knows exactly what I'm well, actually, no, I'll take that back. He doesn't know what I'm thinking. My brain's a total I'm going to say egg nest, but what's an egg nest? That's me. A whole wall, then slowly drop it, then something happens, then rebuild it. Yeah. But sometimes it might be good not to rebuild it. I'm not saying you shouldn't protect yourself, because we should, but maybe we shouldn't be rebuilding the walls as we do. Maybe we should let that emotion run through it, deal with that emotion instead of putting itself back up. Because I think that's we can't get that barrier down, because we're not allowing that emotion. We're not allowing ourselves to experience what we should be experiencing, so we can let it go and move on. Do you know what I mean? So maybe when that happens again, Helen, and I hope it doesn't happen, because I hate it when, like you say, you put your trust out there, and then all of a sudden it's like, I don't know, it's spat on, trod on, and yeah. So I think I might even try that the next time a situation. Just face it head on. Don't put my walls up, and just stand up to it, because I think that will do. It will. I think that'll help us more than putting a wall up. I really do. Maybe just a inchy bit of wall, but you know what I mean. But try and face it, as hard as it is and as emotional as it can get. I would try and face it. Everybody's hard on the self, Debs. Everybody's hard on the self, and we shouldn't be. Because, and it's true what they say, if we don't love ourselves, how can we love somebody else? I'm not saying we should be like, see, there's loving yourself, isn't there? And there's like loving yourself, if that makes sense. So you've got those that love themselves, and you think, you total dickhead. Do you know what I mean? Them type of people that you see that sit there and they're like, oh, I've done this and I've done that, and you think, knob. But again, that's part of the egotistical side of things, isn't it? But to love yourself, you don't have to do that. You've just got to stop being hard on yourself and allow yourself to have them blips. Allow yourself to if you make a mistake, you've made a mistake. It doesn't matter whether it can be rectified or it can't. You've just got to sort of like let it go, and if it's something that can't be solved, and move on from it, and maybe come back to it later, and try and have another go, try and resolve it. Like Joe says, taking time out for yourself, just going and sitting somewhere on your own. Even if it's like me, I can be sat downstairs, and if I want to be on my own when house is full, I just come upstairs and I'll sit on bed, or I'll go and sit in office, or I'll sit with whatever, but yeah, meditation helps. Some people can't meditate, so if you can't meditate, what were I reading other day? If you're one of these that can't meditate, and your mind's cluttered, I think it was something like, if you light a candle and just stare into the flame, the staring into the flame is similar to a meditation, because it puts your brain into that, and just let things come to you, and then like push it, sort it in that moment, if that makes sense. I've been trod on so many times because I wear my heart on my sleeve, but why should I change? It's not my problem that others can be arseholes. I don't have a wall, but I do now take longer to trust. It's such a shame. It is a shame, Claire, but again, that's like I said, that's that like little barrier that you've got there. But I think you have to, because I think when we've all been we've all been hurt, we've all been used, we've all been abused. Well, not everybody has, but in some cases you have, whether it's by friends, family, strangers, work colleagues, a boss. Do you know what I mean? Your kids, even your kids can do it. But yeah, I mean, we've all experienced it in some way, shape, or form, haven't we? But like you said, that's, you've got to give that back to them. That's not on you, and it's nothing to do with you. That's their issues. And even though it's us that get hurt, we can't bring that into. It's like if you get hurt in a relationship, the next relationship you go into, you have to look at it as a fresh start. You can't think that that person's going to be the same as the person before, because the relationship won't work, because you're comparing. But then you have to go in with that open blindness trust. But then you've still got the little memories coming. But what if this, or what if that? So you know, it's awful. Helen, the reason why the wall's gone up this time is I had a group of teenagers on bikes wanted to run me over at that moment. Always look that to run me over. So at that moment, always looking over my shoulder and just being careful. So that's the reason. But you know what? That's the reason you've got that wall up is not to protect. It's a different kind of protection. They were trying to run you over. So if that's to me, I don't know how it sounds to everybody else, but for me, that's you're protecting yourself from a dangerous situation. Do you know? And it's awful that you need to feel you've got to look over your shoulder, and that going out now is going to knock your confidence by going out house thinking, well, are they going to be on street corner, or are you going to bump into similar kind of people, or is it going to be the same group? That's got to be really, really hard, that, Ellen. That's got to be so hard. And you know, I think I wouldn't even know how to say to you or advise. Do you know what I mean, Ellen? Because it's such it's traumatic. It's really, like you said, it's not that confidence upon going out. I mean, we've had 2 years of being in lockdown, and it's like world's gone mad now. We're going out. I mean, maybe. I mean, I don't know if you've got like you know, like a house with like a path where you can just go and stand on end at path and just say morning to people walking past, maybe, or pretend to be doing something in garden, or tweaking tree leaves on trees or something, and start trying to build your confidence up that way, just by speaking to those passing by. Maybe that's a start to you know, people always stop and natter at garden fences, you know, when they're walking past. So maybe that's a way to try and start, Ellen. I don't know, sweets, but try not to let that stop you from going out and enjoying yourself, sweets. Please don't. Morning, beautiful lady and my coconuts. Just a quick message asking for love and healing for my sister-in-law, Liz, who we've just had a phone call from to inform us she found her husband, Joe, dead a couple of hours ago. Me and John are so in shock. Julian, I am so sorry, love, for your loss, for John's loss, for your sister-in-law and family. I'm sending you so much love and healing right now. Once you and John have had your time to gather your thoughts, and assess this, do the assessments of you in your mind, do your grieving. My inbox is open, you know that, sweets. But yeah, it's that's awful, my lovely. Sending you loads of healing to them all. What's Joe put? But Claire, when someone comes along and who wants to take the time, then time is irrelevant, my lovely. You are lovely. You do have to heal. If not, you will only bleed on others. But sometimes, like you said, I think sometimes when you bleed on others, others want you to do that, because that's like your for me, they're like as angels. They're ones that you've got that trust that you can do that with. But if it starts doing it in a negative way, then obviously I think the reason why it hits me is because I help out a lot in the community. Some of the lads are the ones that I open the youth club for and always see them. I would. Are you confident to go and speak to? Do you know if you saw one of them on the road? Would you say anything to him, Ellen? Like, what the bloody hell were you playing at other day? Or would you rather just not confront the situation and just ignore him? Do you know? I mean, I don't know whether I don't even know, because sometimes even if you say one to one, then sometimes it can escalate situation again, can't it? And they can come back at you. Walk with your head held high, Ellen. You know, when you see them, don't even give them time of day. Try and just keep your head straight and just keep walking. And you know, if they try, even if they start coming into where you are, I don't even see if it were me. But I'm a different person. I mean, how I handle things and how I deal with a certain situation is different. If I'd have been in that circumstances and they would have done that, then I would have stood my ground there and then and told them what way to get off, and I would have hit them with my stick, with my hands, with whatever. I wouldn't have been bothered. But then I'm not shy at coming forward, if you know what I mean. If I've got something to say, I'll say it. If I haven't, I keep my mouth shut, you know. But in a situation like that, or I do, he's laughing at me. But in a situation like that, my reaction would be anger in that moment. I'd be angry at him for doing that. So that's how I handle it. I would have stood up to him, which isn't always the right way to do it, especially this day and age.
24 hours a day.
But like you said, if you're on your own in that situation, it's just awful, Helen, that this has even happened. It's absolutely disgusting that it's happened. And I do hope that you get the confidence back that you deserve to have. And don't let these little pipsqueaks do what they're doing. Don't allow them to do it. Do you know? I have now been walking with my head up, and every time I see them, I say hi and then walk past. That's what I'd do. I would, honestly. And I'd put stones in an handbag. So, you know, if they start, you know, your handbag, just twat them with, just hit them with handbag. Have a couple of heavy stones in a bag. And then you're protecting yourself then, literally protecting yourself. And if anybody says, why have you got stones in your bag? So grandkids have given me. I'm saving them, the stones for them. You forgot they were in them when you hit somebody round bloody head. But yeah, no, don't. Yeah, just keep doing it, Michelle, because the more they think they've not bothered you, the more they think that they've not got to you, the less likely they are to do it again. I think that's what the best way is. Claire's put shocked faces and smiley face. Carry your crystals in your bag, yeah. Carry crystals, yeah. You carry your crystals around with you because they're protective energy and the cleansing energy and everything else. God, imagine if you hit somebody with a bag of crystals. You would knock them out. They'd be like, woo, on deck. What you got in that bag? Or it'll be, we're only coming to give you a birthday card. So they were just coming. A man is approaching you or a woman's approaching you, and they're like going in the pocket as if to get something out, and you're there and you hit them with your bag full of crystals or your bag of pebbles, and then they go, we're only going to give you this. Oh dear, that would be so funny. Well, it wouldn't be funny, but it would. The protection crystals. Oh, just love you. You all pick me up. Oh, bless Helen. But you know what? You pick me up as well. You know, I was talking to David this morning because Dave's been a bit unwell, who moderates for us. So he's been in and out as and when he can at minute. But I was talking to Dave this morning and I said to Dave, I says, this is my therapy. You know, coming on and talking to you lot. It's like my therapy. And Dave said, but that's how they feel. And that's how, well, not that he said, that's how we feel. He says, and that's how a lot of them feel that watch. He says, because it is, when we're just doing the chit charts, it is like a therapy, you know, because we talk about so much and cover so much stuff. It's like, it's just that support network, in it. You know, I know if I were having a bad day, if I really had a bad day and I come on and I go, I'm having a really bad day today, I know you guys would be like, shut up, idiot, come on, pull your socks up, tell us about it, get a cup of tea. As the mother says, a cup of tea makes everything okay, especially in Yorkshire. Get a cup of tea. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's because sometimes you don't want that. You don't want that. You don't want the pity, do you, off people? You know you're not feeling 100%, but sometimes you just don't want that. You can see them walking up to you before they start, and you think, please don't ask how I am, you know. And it's like, and then they ask you anyway, and you think, why have you just asked me that, you know? And it's, yeah, but like on here, if you want to put it and talk, then it's open to talk. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, we do it ourselves, don't we? Oh my God, yes. I don't like Yorkshire tea bags. They're bloody horrible. It's like sucking a tea bag, drinking a tea. You know, for Yorkshire tea, all you might as well do is dip it in water and then just suck the tea bag, because that's how strong the tea tastes. It's awful. Give me PG tips any day. Oh dear. Right, I'm going to shoot because I've got my live set up for 5 minutes over on members. I didn't realise I'd been on an hour. Oh my God, talking an hour. You don't feel alone, love. Like, you don't feel alone when you're on here. You know, we've all got each other. So, see you on members in 5 minutes. And for some shamanic awakening and development. And finding the force within. So take care. Have a blessed day. Sorry it's a late one tonight for tarots. I will see if I can bring it forward a little bit. But if not, it will be around about 11 o'clock. So take care, my beautiful, beautiful friends and family. And we shall see you all later. Mwah. Love you loads, guys. Take care. Bye.